hope you guys are all doing wonderful today, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I certainly did. It was really low-key this year. It was just me, my hubby, and the kids. My in-laws moved across the country, and I really don't have any family here, so it was just us. It was really quiet and low-key, but I cooked like I was still cooking for a huge family. So we're gonna have leftovers for like the next year, which is awesome because that means I don't have to cook. Yay! So if you are new here, I just want to say welcome to our channel. And if you're not, thanks for staying and being here. Again, we haven't made any waves towards getting to our 300. I've been plateaued at my subscribers. So like I said, even if I didn't get to my 300 by Christmas time, I'm still going to do a giveaway. I'm going to be announcing that giveaway the first week of December. It's going to be our holiday giveaway because like I said, not everyone celebrates Christmas, but it is the holiday time, and I feel like everybody everywhere has some kind of holiday season to celebrate. So we're going to be doing a holiday giveaway, and it will be open internationally, so stay tuned. If you are not subscribed, you do want to be subscribed to be able to enter into that giveaway, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on that announcement. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into why we are here today. As you know, especially if you've been with me a long time, if you've been with me a long time, I just noticed, okay, ADD, I know. I put my backdrop back up, and it never got folded up nicely, so it's like super wrinkled. I'm getting a new backdrop soon. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a lot of changes. I am going to be setting up my vanity this weekend, but I still don't have lights, so I'm gonna have to figure something out with the lighting and whatnot. I'll make it work like I have been now, but we are gonna be changing locations, but I just want to put up the a backdrop, temporarily for now until we get everything set up. But anyway, why we are here today, I don't want to make a 10-minute intro, but at least I remembered my intro this time. Yay! So, as I was saying, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know especially for a nice chunk of it, I was going through some soul searching, aka foundation searching, trying to find the perfect one and testing out a slew of them. So I was like the foundation tester queen for a while. So today I'm going to be testing a foundation that was sent to me in my Ipsy to try, and I'm also going to be testing out a concealer that I got and putting them both to the test. So the foundation that I'm going to be trying, it's actually a CC cream. It is the It Cosmetics CC cream, and it claims to be full coverage. I've never tried this before. Like I said, I received it in my Ipsy bag. It says it is color correcting full coverage cream and anti-aging hydrating serum, SPF 50, and it says clinically shown results. 179% of skin hydration, 96% saw softer and smoother skin, 85% saw an improvement in the appearance of wrinkles, and 77% said pores appeared smaller. Well, I have giant pores and a ton of texture, so I know a lot of people, I've seen very, very, very mixed reviews on this. Some people absolutely love it, and others hate it, absolutely hate it. So I'm gonna try it out. They sent me the color light, and I think if you are fair skin, this may be way, 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 way too dark for you, but I think it'll match my skin perfectly. And then the concealer that I'm going to try is one that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale. It is the Sephora Make No Mistake Full Coverage Foundation, or High Coverage Concealer. What am I saying? So I picked this up. I did swatch it, and it is thick. Like a tiny, tiny, tiny smidge will go a long way. I watched a couple reviews on it, and somebody said that it compared to the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, when I swatched it, they are very, very different. So I don't know what she is thinking it compares to Tarte Shape Tape, because I didn't see a similarity at all. Maybe in the coverage, I don't know, but I didn't think that they were the same at all. So I'm going to test this out and see if this is worth picking up, because as you guys know, I am a Tarte Shape Tape queen. I did get this for super cheap though, and as you know, Ulta is the only one who carries the Tarte Shape Tape. So when I was at Sephora, I needed to pick up a new one, and I've tried Sephora brand stuff before, and this one was the only one I haven't tried. I did not like Sephora's original concealer. I thought it was horrible. The coverage, as soon as you blended it out, it was like completely gone. And as you can see, I have some dark circles. I haven't gotten much sleep lately. I have bags. I have sunspots. I have the works. So we're going to put this to the test and put this to the test, and I'm going to wear it all day long and check in with you guys, and we are going to see if both of these are worth it. So let's get started. Okay, so I primed my face and put on my moisturizer, not in that order. I used my e.l.f. Daily Hydrating Moisturizer and the NYX Angel Veil primer. I'm going to treat this like I would any other foundation. I'm not really a CC cream kind of girl. As you guys know, I am a full coverage queen. I love my full coverage foundations. This claims to be full coverage, so we shall see. I'm going to be honest too, I'm not generally a big fan of IT Cosmetics. Besides their brushes, I have used their brushes. They are great. But as far as their cosmetics go, I've not been a big fan of their stuff, at least for me. Let's see here. I don't even know how much of this to put, so I guess I'm just going to dot it. Oh, it does look, I mean, for a CC cream, compared to some other CC creams that I've used, it does look pretty full coverage. It has kind of a citrusy smell to it. Let me see here. I'll put a little more there. I got a big head, so I got to use a lot. Dab this on my chin and my nose. My nose, I have the hardest time getting foundation to stick because I have such large pores. I don't know what it is about the nose area. I know a lot of people have such a hard time with getting foundation not to separate there. As you can see, I used quite a bit, but again, I'm a full coverage queen, so there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dab this in with my blender. This one is by Ulta. I really, really like it. It is basically a black version of the like Real Techniques one. It's got the half eggshell shaped. I really like it. You know, let me fix the lighting on here. It's kind of bright. Let me turn this down. There we go. I don't know. I think it's my lighting. Let me try to turn this way. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So far, I have to say, for a CC cream, this is a very nice amount of coverage. It doesn't feel heavy, and it's covering quite well, and it's not very thick. So I'm just going to use my mirror so I can get up by my hairline. I like to take it all the way back to my hairline, like almost in my hairline. Yeah, this is kind of dark to be a light foundation. I do hit the ears. Oops, sorry. I do hit the ears and my neck. Just because this is kind of dark. Like I said, this is their light shade. I don't know if they have anything lighter than this, but it seems quite dark. If you are lighter than me, which I'm not super duper pale. I'm white, but I'm not super pale. I think that this is going to be really dark on you. I wouldn't say this is full coverage at all. I would say that this could be light to medium coverage. My little sunspot is still peeking through. But overall, for like a day-to-day basis, this is not bad. I actually kind of like this. I think that this is something I would wear day to day. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's very hydrating looking. Like I said, it is kind of a serum-y type. So you are going to get that nice glow. It's not going to be super matte. But I have dry skin, so for me, I do need the hydration. Let me get up close. I don't think it made my pores look any smaller though. Let me hit right here. And whatever doesn't cover, I can always cover up with my concealer. But overall, this is nice. This is really nice. And I wish I did have the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer to try out with this, because I've heard such great things about that concealer. I heard it's like one of It Cosmetics like best products. But since I don't have the It Cosmetics, we're going to go ahead and try out the Sephora Make No Mistake High Coverage Concealer. So since I know a little bit goes a very long way, I am going to dab out like the smallest little half of pea. Ooh, that's even too much. And just dot that under my eye. And I do use my concealer to as my base for my eyeshadow, so I'm going to go ahead and dab that there. And squeeze just a tiny bit more and do the same on the other eye. This one reminds me a lot, like I was saying when I swatched it, reminds me a lot of the Hard Candy Glamouflage, but I even think this one is even more full coverage than that one. If you have oily eyelids, I don't think that this is going to be good for you. It kind of feels very thick and creamy, almost oil based, so I don't think that this one is good for people with oily skin or lids. Again, I have very, very dry skin. So let's go ahead and dab this out. I'm just using my same beauty blender. Well, not the actual beauty blender, the Ulta blender. Wow, this is super high coverage, as you can see. I do use my concealers to highlight, so I am going to take this down just a bit, making sure I get it into my wrinkles on my under eye. This blends out really, really well, like super well. I'm going to go ahead because I have some redness around my nose. So I am going to cover that and just highlight my chin a bit. Now let's do the other eye. Wow, this is a lot of coverage. I think even I put too much on, but I always go a little overboard. It is blending out really great. Even though it's oily, it does, well, it seems oily when you put it on. It does go super matte. Wow, just off first impressions, I really, really, really like this. I did get it at the VIB sale. The amount it is originally is $14. I paid about $12 for it because I got 20% off with my VIB Rouge status there. I will say I thought that this was going to crease so bad, and as far as coverage goes, I see where she was talking about with the Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like this, I should have done a side-by-side comparison. I feel like the coverage is on par with the Tarte Shape Tape. It's not creasing. I thought that this would crease so bad with the way the formula felt. It made my areas, like a lot of concealers, because it's like highlighting, I feel like they make my areas where my pores are the biggest stand out so much, and I feel like this doesn't. It softened it. It could be because it's very hydrating, but so far it's not creasing very bad at all. But because I always set my concealer and foundation, I'm going to do the same with this, just because I want to treat this like I do any other foundation. I actually hate seeing people do foundation tests and they don't set it. Like, you set your everyday foundation. Why would you not set it during a test? Most foundations are meant to be worn with a setting powder. So with that, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, loose setting powder, and we are going to set this baby down. You guys, I am truly shocked that this has not really creased on me yet. Look at this, and I have so many folds. And it's been sitting here for about 2 or 3 minutes and it has not creased yet, but we are going to go ahead and set it. So like I said, I'm just going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to go back and forth and push that into my little wrinkles. And then I'm going to set down my base for my eyeshadow. And yes, it does look like a lot, but I'm going to evenly distribute this and brush away whatever extras that I have. Oh my god, and the kids that live upstairs are stomping and I want to kill their parents. Their parents, like, I don't know how they don't go insane with their kids running back and forth. They have hardwood floors, so them running back and forth, it sounds like thunder in my house, and it drives me crazy. And they have like 5 kids living in an apartment. It is absolutely crazy. And I don't think it's more than a 2-bedroom apartment. It's nuts. But thank God we're moving in a couple months. We only have to put up with it a short time longer. So I'm just going to go down and hit by my nose, because I know I tend to get a very oily T-zone. And I tend to crease, which I already am, in my laugh lines because I have big old chipmunk cheeks. Now, I only like to use the Laura Mercier under my eyes and in my T-zone because it can be, for me, this one is very, very drying compared to my Airspun. I feel like the Airspun doesn't dry me out as much, believe it or not. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of the Airspun and go around the perimeter of my face before I go over it with my bronzer and everything else. So let me grab that. Okay, I got my Airspun, so I'm just going to use this big, huge Real Techniques powder brush. I generally don't like this one, but my other one that I like to use is dirty and needs to be washed, and if I use it, I feel like I'm going to get acne. So I'm just going to use this one. This one's kind of stiff, so like I feel like, I don't know, it leaves weird little scratchy marks in my foundation. So I'm just patting that into the skin. I don't like to use swiping motions unless I'm sweeping away powder, and I'm knocking off as much excess as I possibly can, which is why you're hearing huge amount of tapping, but I like to knock off as much as I can. I don't like a lot of powder because I have dry skin, so I'm just setting everything else and then swirling off whatever excess there is, and then a tiny bit more and hitting my forehead, because if I don't hit my forehead with a little bit of powder before I go in with my contour or bronzer, what happens is my bronzer, even though it will stick a lot better, it tends to look a little more muddy and dark. So I like to put a light powder base before I go in. So I'm just dusting off the excess now. And now we're ready for everything else. Okay, so we're going to double time this to get through this look so we can get through to why we're really here. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some bronzer. I am using basically the NARS Orgasm Duo dupe, which is the e.l.f. one. I found this in my stash a while ago and forgot how much I loved the bronzer in this one. It kept showing up kind of pink, and I think it's due to my background shining on my face, kind of making it look a little pink, but in person, this is such a beautiful bronzer. So now for contour, I'm using the Jessie's Girl Contour Palette that they sell at Rite Aid, which is a complete dupe, literally side-by-side dupe for the NYX Contour Palette, which I do have. It just is out of the color that I like to use to contour, so I went in with this one. It's super duper cheap. I think it's like less than $10 and super pigmented, and I love it, love it, love it. So I'm using it just to contour my chin, my cheeks, and my forehead to kind of fake a slimmer face, because Lord knows after Thanksgiving, and let's face it, every day of my life, I've gotten to be a little bit of a chunky monkey, but makeup helps us fake the slimmer face. So I'm going to go in with the ABH Contour Palette, or what's left of it, and use that middle shade to contour my nose because it's such a cool tone shade. What's funny is I actually hated this palette when I first got it, because I got it after I used the Kat Von D one, and it's so funny because I ended up using this more than I used my Kat Von D contour palette, and I have to get another one. It is so great, especially that cool tone shade. So now I am going to try to rub out what I just did because I put on way too much nose contour. So I'm just blending and blending and blending. And then I'm going to take the light color in the Dulce de Leche palette from Wet n Wild and use that as a nose highlight because I haven't really been into the shimmer highlights anymore for my nose. I'm just over making my nose look like a Christmas tree. So anyway, I'm going in with the Sleek Cheeky palette, which is this beautiful peachy palette for my blush. This has been one of my all-time favorites, and I seriously think this is going to be my year-round favorite blush palette just because those peach colors are so perfect. Now I'm going to go in with Artist Couture Illuminati. I literally cannot help but say Illuminati like that. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite brands. They are so pigmented. I barely dipped my brush in, and as you can see, it highlighted both sides of my face, obnoxiously highlighted. So now I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, my eyes and everything. I will leave the footage in, but I'm not going to do like a walkthrough or tutorial on it because we're really here for the concealer and the foundation to see how it holds up. So let's do a fast forward motion through this eye look, and then we are going to follow me throughout my day and see how this makeup holds up. Okay, you guys, I'm going to make this quick and painless. I am obviously going in with the Subculture palette, and for my transition, I'm using the color Edge, and then going in with New Wave to darken it up just a little bit in the crease. I'm going to attempt a semi-cut crease. I've been working on it a lot more because I haven't done cut creases in probably 2 or 3 years because I mean, they don't go well with my hooded eyes. So I kind of gave up on it. And then for my crease shade, I'm going in with Fudge. I have really come to like the Subculture palette a little bit more. I don't hate it as much as I did when I first got it. You just, I guess, have to know how to use it. It's definitely not beginner friendly. You have to be a more advanced makeup artist or makeup enthusiast to be able to work with it because it's such high pigment that you really only need the tiniest little dab to work with it and blend it out, and it does take some work to get it going. And you'll have to excuse me, I was watching TV. I don't even know what I was watching, but apparently I was cracking up. So, and for my lid space, I am actually going in with the Artist Couture Illuminati highlight and just packing that on the lid. This is one of my all-time favorite highlighters in the world. I love, love, love Artist Couture. I seriously want to own every single highlighter ever. They're so amazing. And underneath, I'm just going back in with Edge as my little transition. And then I'm going to line my lash line with this little shader brush with the color Fudge. Again, like I said, I really ended up growing quite fond of the Subculture palette, and in the end I am glad I got it to add to my collection. It just takes a little patience with it, so if you don't mind, you know, taking some time to practice with it, I think you'll end up really liking it. The colors are perfect for spring. So now that I've tight lined my lash lines, I am going to go in and do a little wing liner because I really feel like wing liner goes with a cut crease like peanut butter and jelly go together, like macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? They just go together so darn perfectly. I can't have a look without my falsies. Though I will say my real lashes have been getting longer. I'm really shocked. But I'm going in with the Cala number 47s. They are super cheap. They're like the red cherry, so I like them for everyday throwaway use. They are okay quality. They're, nothing special. And for my lips, I am going in with my favorite color in the whole wide world, Shy from ColourPop. And it is the most perfect nudie brown shade. And that completes the look. All right, glam dolls, my makeup is finally completed. So I'm going to go ahead and go about my day. And I will check in with you guys. The last thing I have to do is hit my face with a little bit of setting spray to finish it off. Because again, I'm treating this the exact same way I would any other one, any other foundation. So I'm just going to hit it with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray that I got in my Boxy Charm, which I absolutely love. The mister on this is just amazing. And I like to hit the chest with it because it has little shimmer particles in it to make me all shimmery. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off right now, and I will check in with you guys in just a bit. So I'm doing my first check-in right now. It is about 3:30 p.m. I got a late start to today, and it took me like 2.5 hours to finish my makeup. So, so far, so good. The only thing is with the concealer and the CC cream, this little sunspot is still poking through, but around my nose is still really, really dry. Everything's good so far. I really like the coverage. I like that it's not very heavy, and yeah, I love it so far. So we shall see how this goes. All right, guys, I will see you in about an hour. Well, it is 5 p.m. now, and it's already getting dark where I'm at. It's crazy. You guys should see. My porch light's already on. It's already dark. That's the one thing I hate. Wintertime is it gets dark so freaking early. But this foundation is holding up freaking amazeballs. I never thought I would like a CC cream, but it looks amazing. As you can see, I've got my Britney bitch shirt on right now. I'm in my sweats. I literally have like my let me see if I can turn this around. I seriously have not figured out how to turn around. So as I was saying, I'm now home. I have my fuzzy slippers on and my Britney Spears t-shirt on. So I'm maxing and relaxing. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much except cleaning house, but I never thought I would be so in love with a CC cream for real. Like, It Cosmetics may have done something amazing that I love. And I am so digging this concealer. It has held up amazingly, especially for like a store brand makeup product, because as you know, they can be very hit or miss, but I'm digging it. So I will see you guys in a minute. I gotta clean some house, so we'll see how this holds up during house cleaning time. The kids went to grandma's, so I get to get some stuff done. So I will see you guys in just a bit. Glam dolls, just checking in again. It is 6:45 and I am just binge watching Vanderpump Rules with the hubby since the kids are gone. My hair has gone to shit, but my makeup hasn't. So it is still going hard in the paint. It has not creased at all. It still looks amazing. So I'm like gonna eat my words that I said earlier about It Cosmetics. Their shit is thebomb.com. I never thought I would ever say that. This CC cream has held up, except the tip of my nose, but I think I was rubbing it. This makeup has held up better than any other foundation so far. I am like truly obsessed with it. I may go get the full size. So I am just like, wow, 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 wee, whoa. It's not breaking up on my chin or anything. So if you guys have tried this out, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought about it, because so far I'm in love with it. I'm going to do one more check-in at the end of the night before I take my makeup off, but I'm seriously obsessed with it so far. I really think I'm going to go buy a full size of it, and the concealer has not creased at all. As a matter of fact, it has made my under eyes look so damn smooth. So for me, it's a $14 concealer, and normally my concealers are $20, $30, and it has made my under eyes look so smooth, and it hasn't budged all day long. I am super impressed, super duper impressed. That was the Sephora Make No Mistakes High Coverage Concealer. So far, this combo is to die for. All right, guys, I will see you guys in a couple more hours. I'm going to get back to my TV binge watching. Hey guys, time for the final check-in. My lazy ass is still in the same spot that you left me. Still watching Vanderpump Rules and vegging out. I am so tired. Thanksgiving kicked my ass yesterday. I cooked the entire Thanksgiving meal myself. My hubby did help me keep an eye on the turkey by basting it. So, yeah, but I'm exhausted. Thank God the kids went to their grandparents, because I needed a tiny little break. Makeup held up really well, except, you know, with having hooded eyes, my makeup creased a little bit, and so the shimmer ended up into my cut crease. But oh well, that always happens. That's why I don't do a cut crease very much. Anyway, but that's not why we're here. We are here for my final thoughts on the IT Cosmetics CC Cream and the Sephora Make No Mistakes Concealer. So my final thoughts are this. On the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, I'm sure you can already tell, my face the entire day, from running errands, cleaning house, and vegging out, what's harder than vegging out, has stayed flipping flawless, you guys. I mean, probably one of the best foundations ever, and by far the best CC cream that I've ever tried my entire life. This stuff is amazing, and I'm gonna rate this like way up there with like my favorite foundations. I'm gonna put this in my top 3. I'm definitely gonna be purchasing the full size. 100%. I will be going this next week and going to pick it up. It is flippin' amazing, and so is this concealer. I'm like in complete and utter shock. Look, I don't know if y'all can see. It has not creased. It has stayed in place all day. I mean, it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even my Tarte Shape tape even creases on me. This one has not creased, and it is such great coverage. It is, even though it's so thick, if you use a tiny amount, it blends out like a dream. Like, it may go on very thick, and it can be very intimidating when you first put it on, but once you start blending it out, oh my God, it is amazing. And it just softens up this area. Like, I don't know if you normally watch my other videos. If you watch any of my other videos, you can see how rough around my eyes and how like puffy my eyes end up looking. This just looks so smooth and flawless compared to how my under eye normally looks. So both products were both complete 2 thumbs up in my book. I am so happy with both of them. The combo, I don't know if it was using them both together or what, but they are both so amazing, and I am happy I tried them out together. One thing about the It Cosmetics CC cream is most foundations crease really bad, especially by the end of the day around my smile lines, and I do have slight creasing, but nowhere near as bad as some of the other ones. So I'm really happy with this. Just wanted to say that. I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I know this video is forever long. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope that you guys go try this It Cosmetics and the Sephora Make No Mistakes concealer out, because I really think you guys would enjoy it. So anyway, stay tuned for the next video on Tuesday. I'm going to take a couple days break and catch up on my rest and enjoy the rest of my vacation from not having to work. Yay! So enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell. I love you all. See y'all later.